I respect everybody till they earn my disrespect. Today I'd like to talk to the Connecticut State Police. Paul J. Vance, to be specific. I live in Connecticut. I live, I believe, less than 30 miles from Sandy Hook Elementary School. I was watching the news the day that the tragedy happened, and I was very devastated. My initial reaction was I called my girlfriend at work, and I broke down into tears. This was very traumatic to me, that some animal could actually perpetrate something as evil and vile as to kill a bunch of children indiscriminately. To me, that is the epitome of evil. I felt for those families. I felt for the state of Connecticut. I felt for myself, my grandchildren, my children, and I felt for the mothers and fathers across America who I thought were touched as I was. Maybe not as deeply. But if you're a parent or a grandparent, I don't see how that could not affect you. The point of bringing up Sandy Hook today is the ongoing horseshit that Dan Ankles Malloy and the Connecticut State Police have been perpetrating. Now, I was on Facebook talking about this tragedy, of course, in the days after, the weeks after, and we were trying to figure out what happened. As anybody with a curious, analytical, questioning mind wants to know, what happened? In the course of trying to find out what happened, how this could have happened, us tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists were throwing ideas back and forth. And yeah, that's what they were. They were ideas. Thoughts on why the police and then the news organizations would collude to hide the fact that men were stopped. One running in the woods behind the school. The second incident was a van of, I think there was 2 to 3 individuals in the van that was pulled over in disguises. But they were whitewashed. And us conspiracy theorists, tinfoil hat wearing question askers, were then told by Paul J. Vance of the Connecticut State Police that anybody on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, or any other social media websites that he caught disseminating misinformation would have charges filed on them. A couple of words for Paul J. Vance and the Connecticut State Police and the filthy puke news organizations that don't give us news but propaganda. I'd like to put this asshole in the fray. This asshole right here. See this punk? I'll read you his name. His name is Paul Hughes. And I'd like to take a little quote out of this newspaper article that is from Wednesday, July 31st, 2013, and this is the Republican American. Let me read a little excerpt from this asshole. A lone gunman armed with a .223 Bushmaster XM15 and a 30-round magazines shot down 20 first graders and 6 educators in less than 5 minutes. The killer fired 154 shots from the Bushmaster before killing himself with a pistol shot to the head. Anybody see anything wrong with that statement? I see a big thing wrong with that statement. You see, I was watching TV the day the joke of a medical examiner, if anybody's seen this psycho asshole piece of shit, he's a fucking whack job. He was saying that not a single one of those children was shot with the Bushmaster. They were all shot with the pistols. So, who the hell is this asshole? Doesn't this asshole belong in a jail cell, Paul J. Vance? Connecticut State Police? Why aren't you doing something about this horse shit right here? This is misinformation. Anybody who's followed the case with any kind of semblance of sanity knows that none of those kids were shot with that Bushmaster, especially since the fact came up that that Bushmaster never left the trunk of that fucking car. What the hell's going on here? This sounds like a Building 7 in the 9/11 scenario, when some asshole from the BBC stood in front of Building 7 and told the British people back home that the building had already fallen. Really? How could she possibly be making that assertion when the building was standing right behind her? Now mind you, a man just won a lawsuit against the BBC because of this incident. Because a woman stood in front of that building with it in the background. You can see the building as she's talking about Building 7 has collapsed, blah, 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 blah. So I want to know, Paul J. Vance and the Connecticut State Police, when is this asshole going to get arrested? When is this asshole going to face charges of disseminating misinformation? Because you see, that's all the people on Facebook were doing, the people on MySpace were doing, the people on Twitter were doing. We were passing information that we got from news networks. And we're assholes? We're conspiracy theorists trying to stir up shit? No. We're critical thinkers who think for ourselves instead of letting some asshole like Paul J. Vance think for us. I can think for myself. I'm a grown boy. But what we have is we have Dan Bunghole Malloy stuffing his head so far up old Bunghole's ass pipe. We're not getting any information. They're going to hide it from us. That's right. After making unconstitutional gun grab legislation off of this incident, they're going to continue to feed us lies. We can't see the truth. We can't see what happened. We can't see the report. They're going to hide this shit from us. Supposedly crying how it's for the parents' benefit. The parents should have. Fuck the fucking parents. Especially them sons of bitches that go out fucking helping this cocksucker in my White House to gun grab. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Who the fuck are you to put my child in danger because you were too fucking ignorant to be there for your own fucking child? Because you're too ignorant to see if one teacher had been armed, he could have put a stop to this little fucking puke. Or maybe the FBI or the CIA need to be investigated for leading this kid by the nose. Because I don't think he shot a single soul. Not even his mother. I think this kid was led around by his psychotic mind. Somebody had a hold of this kid. He had handlers. Those were the other people that were at the school. He didn't go in there alone. There's no other reason not to release surveillance, security camera footage from that school. Nobody said we wanted to see piles of dead bodies, dead kids. What I want to see is that kid walked in that school alone. Because I'll guarantee he did not. His handlers walked in with him. His handlers put a bullet in his brain after they shot up all those kids and adults. That kid never went in that school alone. This was a conspiracy, a gun grab, false flag conspiracy perpetrated by our government. And I think this is the proof. You see, This is what you do when you want people fighting each other and not the authorities. If you keep putting out misinformation, people are arguing with each other. There was a Bushmaster. No, there wasn't a Bushmaster. The Bushmaster never left the car. Yes, it was. Yes, it did. The report said. This guy said. I read it in the newspaper. You see? They want us fighting with each other instead of fighting them. Because they are the perpetrators of all this horse shit. Paul J. Vance, fuck you, motherfucker. Right to your fucking face. Ain't a goddamn thing you can fucking do about it either. Fucking lying motherfucker. Take your fucking useless ass back to the fucking police department because you ain't of use out here in the real world, motherfucker. Come fucking get me. That's what I told you that day you fucking threatened me on TV. I went right on social fucking networks. Look up my fucking Facebook. I told you, Paul J. fucking Vance, to come and fucking get me. I will say anything I want, motherfucker. And you ain't got shit. Fuck you, you ain't got shit to say about it. I want the fucking truth of what happened here. I want to know what happened to those little kids. I want the fucking truth. Dan Ankles Malloy is going to have to come off of the truth, motherfucker. We have people going all over the United States giving out details of this massacre, but we in Connecticut can't even get the official fucking report yet. We in Connecticut have to buckle under to laws that this piece of shit four-eyed motherfucker Malloy brought down on us when we can't even see the report of what happened? What was the cause? We'll just make indiscriminate laws. You people are too fucking stupid. So they bring down these laws on the law abiding. Not one fucking law that they made up, that they just dreamt up, that they just rammed through legislation, is gonna stop a crazy cocksucker from getting a fucking gun and committing a fucking massacre. Am I getting through to any of you motherfuckers yet? Motherfucking bullshit. I am sick and tired of being fucking lied to by cocksuckers that I fucking pay. You motherfuckers. I'm sick and tired of these fucking cocksuckers conspiring against us. We pay them to conspire against us. Every single one of you motherfuckers should pack your shit. Every voter out there should vote every incumbent out. Take your fucking scummy asses home, you motherfuckers. You care more about endorsements than you do your constituents. You fucking pieces of shit. Hillary Clinton is going to be our next president? Fuck you, you fucking scum. As if this fucking whore is even halfway qualified. You people don't notice that a father and son are supposedly the most qualified to run this fucking country? And now all of a sudden a husband and wife end up being, oh my goodness, the most qualified to run this country. You fucking retarded sons of bitches. You don't see this elitist fucking royalty horseshit going on in our own country? We got rid of fucking British fucking horseshit for this. We don't think there's anything as blue blood. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Let's call the Connecticut State Police up. Let's ask them why this guy hasn't got charges brought up on him when I was threatened. Because I was disseminating information that supposedly came from reputable news organizations. These people need to have some sanctions brought against them for disseminating misinformation, clouding the waters, smoke and mirrors. Call up the newspaper. Call up your state police. Ask them why this motherfucker ain't being charged. They were ready to charge me and a bunch of you. God bless America. Good luck to us all. We're gonna fucking need it.